today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, this is the National Football League. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Taylor Heinicke and the Washington football team.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. DeAndre Carter returning it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Washington offense ready to take over, and you see Taylor Heinicke at the helm in his second season with the football team.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heinicke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
First down, Heinicke. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. Here's Heinicke. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Heinicke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go, timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Well, here come the Eagles on offense, and it's Jalen Hurts at the controls in his 2nd season now out of Oklahoma.
A lot of expectations for Jalen Hurts this year, but he has the support of the franchise, including the man who owns the franchise. Had a 4-game audition at the tail end of last year and did enough that the Eagles sent Carson Wentz to Indianapolis. They're expecting Jalen Hurts to be their quarterback of the present and the future.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for Philly.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. Partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Boston Scott, his first carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this underneath to Scott. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder, Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. His opening drive there last time out looked good for a while. The offense was on the move, but then the pick six.
They were clicking. He was looking good. And, you know, if this was a game played by real human beings, we could get an actual answer. These are virtual guys out there, so we don't know what's going to happen or what actually happened with the miscommunication on that one.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that's off the mark, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts got an open man. It's Scott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Scott. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. On the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run with Scott. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Scott with it again on 2nd. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They go play action with Hurts. Bust through the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Heinicke. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Brandon Sheriff, the all-pro guard, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's a give to Gibson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 35 on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw again on second down, Hurts. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everybody to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball so that maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put them in the lead.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw, and his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Scott. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw is Heinicke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Heinicke. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now Heinicke. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. John Bates, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Heinicke to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Heinicke now. And that is incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Scott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 44, Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Rager catches it left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Hurts. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A first down throw for Heinicke. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Heinicke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Heinicke. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Heinicke now from the 50. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Gibson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Gibson again. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This for the lead in the final stages. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Step, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Heinicke now looking to throw on 1st down. Finding Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Heinicke trying to get him up to the line quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Heinicke got McKissick. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Here comes Rager. Good footwork at the 30. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. From the 45 on 2nd down, Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's brought down. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now a first throw here in overtime. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. On 1st down, Scott, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Scott with it again on 2nd, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play.
What's the deal, y'all?
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Eagles send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Working out of the gun. Here's Heinicke. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all because they go down and score a touchdown. This thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Heinicke. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Heinicke, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Hauled in over the middle by Rager. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. Scott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And in a yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my own coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.